This is Out of the Woodwork. I'm Tommy, and I've got these 7 products I want to test to try to get the ink stains out of my wood desk. That kind of rhymed. A few months ago, I bought this really nice solid wood desk. It's got a wood stain on it, and I'm pretty sure the finish is a combination of oil and wax. And someone let ink seep down into the wood and stain in several places, and it's actually pretty bad. So what I've done is assembled some of the most commonly suggested products to remove ink from wood, and we're gonna see what they can do. I'd also like to add that none of these products claim to remove ink from wood, so it's not their fault if they don't. These are just suggestions that are passed down over the years and spread around. If you'd like to see more woodworking and DIY videos, consider subscribing. If you're just getting started in this hobby, check the description. There's a free download you might find helpful. Let's get started. First up is nail polish remover, which is 100% acetone. So I've got several rags, and we'll use different parts of the rag to try to keep them from mixing. The stain's gone. Well, that was a complete disaster. I had a bad feeling that was gonna happen. I should have tested this on the underside or somewhere else, but I think I can fix that. Next up, shaving cream. Honestly, out of all of these products, there's a couple that I think won't work. I don't think the toothpaste will work. I don't think the dish detergent will work. Baking soda has a better chance in my mind, but I absolutely don't think that the shaving cream will get ink out of wood, but we'll see. Okay, that's had a minute to set. I see a lot of scrubbing in my future. Not looking good for the shaving cream. Looking at the rag here, I don't see any ink. I think that if you just sit here, the friction from just scrubbing and scrubbing, you're gonna eventually just take everything off. But as far as cleaning power and breaking up that ink and getting it off the wood, I think I'm gonna have to call shaving cream a failure. Next up, dishwashing liquid. Even though I got some shaving cream on this spot here, I don't think it'll make a big difference. I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean that one with the dish soap. I don't think this will work, but man, it's gotta work better than the shaving cream. And I think I'm gonna let this dishwashing liquid sit there for a second. Okay, that's been sitting for a couple minutes. Let's get back at it. I don't see any progress being made there. I don't see any ink transfer, and the ink spot looks about the same size. So I'm gonna call the dishwashing liquid a failure. Next up, 91% isopropyl alcohol. I'm even a little hesitant to use this alcohol, but I think that it's a little bit easier. It's gonna take a little bit of the finish, but it's not quite as nasty as the acetone is. Yeah, it looks like it's coming a little bit. We're getting close, but we're also taking we've taken quite a bit of that oil finish off, which is okay. So 91% alcohol took that right off. And it really didn't do too much to the finish. It doesn't look that bad. Next up, I'm gonna try this fabric stain remover wipe. Okay, that's had a little while to soak. I do not see any ink coming off at all. It does not appear that the stain remover is working at all. I don't see any ink on that whatsoever. I've been scrubbing for about 2 minutes here. So we're gonna call the stain remover a failure. Next up, toothpaste. All right, I've backed up to another spot that's behind the two that we were just working on. And let's see what the toothpaste does. Just like the last couple, I'm gonna put that, spread a liberal amount and just let it sit for a second. I do not have high hopes for toothpaste, by the way. I see a little bit of ink transfer. The ink spot is definitely still there, but I think it looks much lighter. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if I sat down at my desk, took a rag and put some alcohol on it, I could clean every stain on this desk in about 5 minutes. If I was using this toothpaste like this, it'd probably take me an hour, hour and a half. So for practical purposes, I say the toothpaste probably is a pain, but I mean, it's taking the ink up. So against all odds, and despite the fact that it's really not practical, there's better options, I have to call toothpaste a success. Next up, baking soda. We're gonna take the baking soda and mix a little water into it. And let's see if it can surprise us. All right, baking soda. Like always, we're gonna let it soak in. I'm gonna rub it in really well. Okay, so I already see, just from rubbing it in, you can see right there, ink transfer. Would you look at that? It is taking that stain up. What is it about baking soda and its magical ability to solve problems? Completely clean. Honestly, it looks a little bit matte. I'm looking at it from the side. It looks like it dulled the finish a little bit, but it doesn't look bad at all, and it took it up just as fast as the alcohol. We finished up our last test, so let's talk about the results. So we had 3 products that actually remove ink from wood, and then we had 4 that failed. But of the 4 that failed, I guess you could technically say that acetone removes ink from wood. It's just that the pure carnage involved and the destruction of my desk make it obviously unsuited for this, which I would have known if I would have read the back of the bottle. Harmful to wood finishes. So. If you've ever used any of these to try to remove ink from wood, or maybe something I didn't test here, let me know down in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you want to watch any more videos. Those will be on the screen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.